Hey guys, it's Morgan. Welcome to another YouTube video. Okay, so before we start, this is my new setup. I hope you guys like it. I got a new camera, and it's so much better than my old one. I got this sexy new microphone. It's got a pop filter, and it's very professional, even though I'm not quite professional. This was the video that I wanted to come out on Wednesday, but I screwed up and it's gone now. It's not coming out. It'll never come out unless I find a way to fix it years in the future when I'm better. So today I'm going to be talking about there it is. Today I'm going to be talking about my worst injuries that I've ever gotten while I play Bedwars. So we'll see how good this goes. My last one didn't really go very well. Okay, so I guess I'll get on with the first story. My teammate just disconnected. For starters, the lake is like right outside my back door, and like I live in the bushes, so I go quadding and skidooing and all of the above all the time. Okay, that's how it goes. That's how it is. I was quadding at the age of, I think my brother was 4, so I would have been 10. I was quadding and I saw someone I knew, and I was like, I'm gonna show off. So, so I tried to show off, and obviously, due to the title of this video, that didn't go very well. I tried to jump this thing. I'm not really sure what. It was just like a pile of gravel. I tried to jump this pile of gravel, but my brother flung himself, like he was falling off. Okay, so in his panic, in my brother's 4-year-old panic, in my brother's 4-year-old panic, he decided to grab onto my neck and pull me down with him. So I was falling off the back, and he was falling off the back. This person that I was trying to impress, was obviously, actually that's a lie. She was kind of impressed. So, anyways, I couldn't reach the brakes because my it just wasn't working. I was falling off the back. My brother was grabbing onto my neck. I couldn't reach the brakes. We were driving towards a house. So obviously that wasn't very cash money. Anyways, I ended up reaching the brakes, but while my brother had like dragged me off, my knee was being pressed against the engine, and we had been driving for quite a while. And even if you are driving for quite a while, quads engines get very hot. Very hot, very quickly. So it was pretty spicy. I got a 2nd-degree burn on my knee. Still have the scar to this day, and it's been almost 6 years now, maybe more. I'm not sure if I have my years completely right, but yeah. Anyways, this girl ended up like coming up to us, and she was like, I don't know what was going on through her head, but like she didn't ask if we were okay. My brother was crying and screaming at me, and she came up to me, and the first thing she decided to say was, "Is that your quad?" Okay, so my next story is I was dirt biking. I was just learning how to dirt bike, and we were going down a hill. I was going with my stepdad. He was behind me, making sure that everything was a-okay. Where's the item shop? Here it is. He was making sure everything was a-okay, and we were going down a hill. And I did not want to go down this hill fast because it was a very rocky hill. And rocky hills and two-wheel bikes are not a good mix. So, going down this hill, don't want to go fast, so as any normal person would do, when you don't want to go fast, you hit the brakes. Me, being the absolute genius I am, hit the front brakes. And now, if you know anything at all about dirt biking or biking in general, you would know that when you're going down a hill, you use the back brakes. Me, being a genius, didn't know that. I flew over the front of the handlebars, and I just died. Just dead. On the ground. My stepdad was like, "Oh, Are you okay? Actually, that's a lie. He laughed and then said, Are you okay? Honestly, I would too. Um, and then he was all like, whatever, got up. We went home right after that. So that was quite interesting. I got home and then my knee was just absolutely messed up, just terrible. There was a hole in my knee, giant flab of skin hanging off. I thought it was the funniest and coolest wound I've ever gotten in my life. So, me, being the incredibly smart and genius person I am, I decided to stick a pencil under my skin inside the wound. I ended up getting like literally a quarter of a normal sized pencil underneath my skin. I did that. That was something I did. My next two worst injuries include other people, so that's quite interesting. I was quadding, shocker, with my mother. She was driving, I was younger. Not young enough to drive my own quad, I just didn't feel like driving that specific day. You guys never saw that. Anyways, I didn't feel like quadding that specific day, so I just decided to go on with my mom. And we were driving on gravel, and my stepdad was going pretty fast, so my mom was trying to keep up so she didn't get lost. My mom doesn't really know the trails as well as the rest of us do. My mom went around a corner too fast, and if you guys know how to quad, you will know and gravel and turning fast is not a good not something that goes along together pretty great. We skidded sideways, we drifted, but my mom isn't really pro NASCAR driver drifter, so we had some issues with that. Anyways, the quad flipped. I went flying and I was sitting on the queen seat, so I went flying really far. It took a few minutes for my stepdad to actually catch up to us. And once he did catch up to us, he was pretty pissed off about it. Well, he wasn't pissed off, but first he asked if we were okay. Why am I hitting them with my pickaxe? He asked if we were okay. I think I had actually gotten knocked out because I don't remember him coming back. First question, are you okay? Second question, is the quad okay? The quad was fine. My next story is also with my mom, and we were skidooing. And my mom was, again, trying to keep up with my stepdad, and that wasn't going exactly well for her. She was trying to get over this one little, like, it was like a whoop and then a turn, and she went whoop, but she didn't turn. So we whooped directly into the bushes. I I remember this one pretty well because I was wrapped around 3 trees. I was extremely bruised up. But yeah, like there wasn't any major injuries, but it was pretty traumatizing. After those two incidents, I decided that maybe it's just safer if I never drive with my mom again. And so I didn't. Okay, this isn't really like a major injury, okay? But it was something that I do remember quite a bit. When I was younger, okay, actually, no, this is sort of the same story as the quadding incident where I burnt my knee off. What? Oh, I was about to get mad. So I had like a tensor bandage on because I had track and field like a couple days after I burnt my knee in the quadding accident. And so I had this tensor bandage on and I had to run a relay race and people like thought I like broke my leg or something because we were like all super young and no one knew what was going on. I just had something wrapped around my leg and everyone was quite confused. So I'm running this relay race and my tensor bandage falls off. And me being the absolute legend I am, I didn't go back for it. I didn't stop. I just ran faster because I could actually bend my leg properly. And like, I remember all the teachers just being like, Morgan, you need to go pick it up. And I'm like, no, I'm not losing this relay race because my tensor bandage fell off. It was actually pretty gross because then it was just like, it got infected after that. So maybe not so smart on my behalf, but I won the relay race, and that's all that matters. Oh, okay, here's another one. I was playing volleyball because I do that sometimes. And during this one match, I sprained my wrist, but I refused to like let my coach take me off the court. So I'm just like bawling my eyes out in front of the other team. So of course they were targeting me, but I didn't let that stop me. I bumped that ball. I set that ball with my sprained wrist. It I actually sprained it pretty bad because I kept playing with my sprained wrist, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win. So, we ended up winning that game, but my coach took me off on the last set. But yeah, I ended up spraining my wrist, went home, and my mom was like, "No, you didn't sprain your wrist. It's fine." And so I just cried about it for 2 weeks, and then it was like it healed on its own. Obviously, it wasn't like fully healed. Then someone tripped me in gym class, and I re-sprained it even worse than the time before. And yeah, so that obviously didn't work in my favor. So then, after the school sent me home because I'd obviously sprained my wrist, um, then people were like, okay, my mom finally took me to the hospital, and the doctor was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Why didn't you come here sooner? And my mom was like, I didn't think she actually sprained her wrist. So, anyways, the doctor got me like a splint, and I was like healing or whatever. And my mom got mad about the fact that I had. Okay, Gray, screw off. No one likes you. Yeah, my mom got mad about this whole splint thing, and so she washed my splint with like the metal stick in it, and she was like, "Oops, looks like you can't use it anymore." And I was like, "Wow, thanks, mom. Appreciate that one." Okay. As of recent, I am a master rollerblader. Okay, that's just how it is. That's how it will always be. I was rollerblading from work, as I do all the time. Rollerblading home from work, and actually, the full story is Wilbur Soot was live, and I was at work, so I went home from work because my shift ended. Actually, I just went there thinking I worked, but I didn't actually work. Wilbur Soot was live, and I didn't have to work, and I was so excited. So I'm like, I'm gonna rollerblade home, and I'm gonna watch his live stream, and it's gonna be great. So I'm rollerblading super fast down this hill, and whatever, it was all right. And I was going down a hill. I got speed wobbles going down the hill, and I lost control and I fell. Slid 2 houses, absolutely destroyed my knees, and I got the back of my leg as well. So that wasn't very cash money at all. Um, but it happened. Anyways, the next day after that whole incident happened, I was rollerblading to work, and yeah, the same thing happened. I fell, and I got my other knee, the least worst knee, and it was just overall terrible. Wish I had just been more careful, but that was that injury. Anyways, I need more blocks because I'm out. Oh, my teammate died. Did he die? He fell into the void. I don't even know where the emerald gens are, but they're here. Okay, Miss Ma'am, let's do this then. Okay. Gah, this is it. Yeah. Nice. Good game. That's how it ended. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure how this video is going to turn out, but thank you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!